So let's have this problem. So given the scores of the students, then to find the sample mean, the sample variance, and the sample standard deviation. So we're going to solve this problem in a table form. Then we have x for the scores of the students. Then to find the sample mean using this formula. So the sum of the samples over the sample size. So to find the sum of the samples, just add all the scores. So we have 12 plus 15 plus 20 plus 11 plus 15 plus 11 plus 17 plus 16 plus 18 plus 16 plus 13 plus 14 equals, that's 178. So the sum of the samples is 178. Then for the sample size, since we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 samples, so the sample size is equal to 12. Then to find the sample mean, so that's 178 divided by 12. So 178 divided by 12 equals, so the sample mean is 14.83. Then to find the sample variance, so first we need to complete this table. And for this column, so we need to put the sample mean, and that's equal to 14.83. Then using this formula to solve for the variance, so first we need to find the value for this numerator from this table. So for this column, we have x minus the mean. Then to find the value for this column, so we just need to subtract these two columns. So for 12 minus 14.83, so we have 12 minus 14.83 equals, that's negative 2.83. Then for this 15 minus 14.83, so 15 minus 14.83 equals, that's 0.17. Then for this 20 minus 14.83, so 20 minus 14.83 equals, that's 5.17. Then for this 11 minus 14.83, so 11 minus 14.83 equals, that's negative 3.83. Then for this 15 minus 14.83, this is 0.17. And 11 minus 14.83, that's negative 3.83. Then this 17 minus 14.83, that's 2.17. 16 minus 14.83, that's positive 1.17. Then 18 minus 14.83, that's 3.17. 16 minus 14.83, that's 1.17. And 13 minus 14.83, that's negative 1.83. Then for this 14 minus 14.83, that's negative 0.83. Then for the last column, we need to take the square of this column. So since we're taking the square, so you can ignore the negative. So just take the square of the number. So we have this 2.83, then to the power 2, equals, that's 8.01. Then for this 0.17 to the power 2, that's 0.03. Then for this 5.17 to the power 2, that's 26.73. Then for this negative 3.83, so again you can ignore the negative. So we have 3.83 to the power 2, that's 14.67. Then for this 0.17 to the power 2, that's 0.3. And this 3.83 to the power 2, that's 14.67. 2.17 to the power 2. So we have 2.17 to the power 2. That's 4.71. This 1.17 to the power 2, that's 1.37. Then this 3.17 to the power 2, that's 10.05. This 1.17 to the power 2, that's 1.37. Then this negative 1.83, so you just ignore the negative to the power 2, that's 3.35. And this 0.83 to the power 2, that's 0.69. Then this time, we can find out the summation for the quantity of x minus the mean to the power 2. So just add all these numbers. So we have 8.01, then plus 0.03 plus 26.73, then plus 14.67, then plus 0.03, then plus 14.67, then plus 4.71 plus 1.37 plus 10.05 plus 1.37, then plus 3.35 plus 0.69 equals, so we have 85.68. So this time we can solve now for the variance because we have the value for this numerator, and that is equal to 85.68 then over n minus 1, and n is 12 then minus 1. So to find out the variance, so we have 85.68 divide by 12 minus 1, and 12 minus 1, that's 11, equals, so the variance is 7.79. Then for the standard deviation, so for the formula for the standard deviation, so we have the square root of the variance. So since the variance is 7.79, so to find the standard deviation, so we have the square root of 7.79. So the standard deviation equals, so the square root of 7.79 equals, that's 2.79. So the standard deviation is 2.79.